on, guys? It is your boy JT Bootcamp here, bringing you a brand new top 5, my top 5 nastiest moments. This is my top 5 nastiest things that I experienced. It was hard to really nail down 5 of them, but I think this is a pretty good list, man, and we're gonna start with number 1. My pink eye that I got in boot camp. Now, pink eye in boot camp is a very common thing that happens. If one person gets it, literally pink eye, you guys know these wildfires that have been going on near my house in Ventura County in Southern California, it spreads like wildfire. Dude, one person got pink eye maybe about halfway through boot camp, boom. Dude, everyone was getting hit with it. More than half of our division woke up with pink eye, and I got it as well. My eye was glued shut. I could not open it for hours. Now, a lot of people say, oh, pink eye, dude, someone must have farted on your pillow. In boot camp, you use all these towels, you know, that you use to clean yourself up. You use the towel multiple times, and you just hang it over your rack. And there's like particles all over the place, dude, so it makes sense how pink eye, it's very common. Number 2, this is one of the nastiest things, for sure, the double dragon. Also known as like the norovirus or something, but we call it the double dragon on the ship. It is a sickness that is very common in very tight quarter living situations, and a ship is a breathing ground for the double dragon. And it as well knocked out more than half of the people on the ship, and I got the double dragon, and it was not fun.
Ow! Oh, God. Oh, help. Help me.
What happened?
I fell off the toilet. I'm caught between the toilet and the wall.
My berthing was below a ladder well. So I was sleeping down here. You had to go up a ladder well, and then the head was up here through a hatch. So I was sick, I was SIQ in my quarters, and when the double dragon struck, your body is done. I had to crawl up the ladder well. I couldn't even walk. I was crawling. I get to the freaking head, and I don't know which one to do first.
Oh, he needs to lift me. And he needs to clean me up a little bit. Bring a wet towel.
Ryan is dead.
I'm sitting there, dude, going number 3, and then I turn around, and I gotta go out my mouth. I mean, hopefully you guys never get the double dragon if you've never been on a ship and if you're about to go out on deployment, but I'm just letting you know it's a very common thing that happens. Number 3 nastiest thing involves my helicopter maintenance. As you guys know, I was an aviation mechanic. I also I launched and recovered helicopters off the flight deck, and I was a plane captain, I assume, enlisted, whatever. But my main duty as an aviation mechanic, I would have to do rotor head service. You know, you have your helicopter and you have your rotor blades. You'd have to service the rotor head with hydraulic fluid and nitrogen. So if you do it wrong, basically, if you mess up, I don't know if I put in too much nitrogen or whatever happened, but hydraulic fluid goes, boo, starts shooting up, do like a blowhole out of a whale, and then whoosh, just drowns me in the fluid. That's just one of the things that you have to deal with being an aviation mechanic. Whether you're working on fixed wing, on F-18s, you're working on helicopters, MH-60 Romeos, whatever platform, you're gonna get dirty, you're gonna get greasy. It's just part of being an aviation and a mechanic in general. Number 4, I made a video talking about this story. It was when I got impetigo. Very nasty, very not fun. Basically, impetigo, you get a bunch of blisters and like your whole face is covered. Like there's no clear skin. Every single thing is covered in blisters and pus. And it is severely painful. It takes a long time to go away. You can't even smile or open your eyes without stretching the blisters, you know, and you can barely eat food. I was on the Lincoln on my first ship, and I got MRSA. And then a year later, I got impetigo. I got impetigo because I had MRSA on the Lincoln. MRSA got into my leg through my boot. It's basically an infection under the skin. I was working on the flight deck, you know, 14 hours a day, 12, 13, 14 hours, and I had a cut from my flight deck boots, and the MRSA got in through there, and it spread up my leg, and MRSA is very painful as well. I couldn't walk, my whole leg turned red. It's like a fever going on, a very high fever under your skin. So from having MRSA, I was susceptible to getting impetigo, which I did get a year later. And like I said, very painful, very disturbed. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I didn't even look like myself. I was at an all-time low, but now I'm at an all-time high.
That I'm at an all-time
because I look back, I'm like, dude, JT, you got through those experiences. You suffered, dude. You got through it, though. You persevered. And now you're a better man because of it, and you have life experience. Made me stronger. At the time, though, it sucked. Number 5, the nastiest thing. Of course, I have to throw in my WOG Day experience. You guys see my shellback poster that I point to every time. Becoming a shellback, I was hazed during the WOG Day ceremony for like, 10 hours. From like 6 in the morning to in the afternoon. And part of that experience was I was used as a mop. Basically during WOG Day, they're throwing water all over the place. Everyone's getting dumped in water. There was this much deep water in our berthing where we sleep, on the floors. The water was this thick, dude, and it was brown. I'm on my face. My legs are up in the air. I'm on my face and shirt getting pushed through the berthing as a mop. But hey, alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Man, I hope you enjoyed my top 5 nastiest moments. Brand new videos almost every day. Alright, man, I'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.